duration. The assets were fucking terrible. So I would find the assets on my own volition, and it would take hours for some parts, but I would do it nonetheless, and I'd get the assets banned. What has Kamguyza done? Oh, he's added on to the problem. He's a fucking predator. He engaged sexually with a 13 and 15-year-old. He sent femboy files to little children, little boys and girls. He probably likes little boys and girls a little bit too much, just like Bonky Doge. He continued to privately engage with Bonky Doge, despite the fact that Bonky Doge is a zoophile and also a fucking pedophile. And he has also gone out of his way to send testicles to little children and then play it down as a joke. So he's on his own little league here, and there's nothing hypocritical in what I did at all. Especially much so when he still continues to be a degenerate. If you look on his TikTok, he's making like fucking femboy TikToks, and all the little children who are like 13-year-old like femboy porn addicts in his comment section are being like, "Oh my god, who likes femboys, guys? Who like?" He's fostering an environment of early porn addicted minors. A peak fucking red flag behavior there, and somehow everyone's just finding that perfectly defendable, perfectly fine, dark humor to commit crimes now. You don't sending porn to children is a crime, like just straight up, that's a crime, and I can't believe that even needs to be said nowadays. And then your massive.
If I can just pause you right there. So your videos, like, I don't really think they're like callouts because like you're just saying Roblox, please stop, Roblox, stop this. And like it's in a joking manner, and like you're using the fact that it's suggestive to get people to click on your video, and you openly say a lot of times that your audience is children and like it's a child audience. Many times you said it last time actually on Gwamgo server. So don't you see where there's kind of a hypocrisy there?
No,
really.
Your whole point contradicts itself. A thumbnail is designed to be clicked on. Would you have preferred the thumbnail when I call out? Would you prefer the video? This is very easily explained. Would you prefer the video that systematically criticizes Roblox and a third world moderation team to have a completely black fucking thumbnail where no one will click on, and therefore when the click-through rate's down, no one will watch the video won't be pushed out, my points will not be cohesively understood by at least 300,000 people, and
so the solution is to spread it around.
The solution is to show the assets which Roblox have made. Then the assets show how bad Roblox moderation is. Their investors take a hit, their reputation takes a hit, and they're shat on, and they're shat on so badly that they actually eventually, and it will get through their thick fucking heads because it eventually did. Because I haven't even got to the point that I'm eventually proven right because I managed to get the tag R63 banned. Me and Milkdead also got a bunch of those fucking titty things where girls used to have like these shadow things where you could see like their breasts, their like shit like that, which they would role play in Meat City as well. Shaders. I got the term milkies banned. I got all those terms banned. I got a mass wiped all of them. They got really angry as well. This was before Ruben Sim started doing his whole thing, so I was ahead of the curve there. I eventually just left it because it was like it's at a point where you need to have a moderated automatic system to deal with that. It can't just be one person. And I think Roblox has cracked more down on decals now. But no, in those videos, yeah, of course I'm going to try and, of course I want as many people as possible to watch the video to understand the problem, because what is the point of addressing the problem if you're capping yourself off at like 10,000 people understanding the problem here? Show the asset, talk about how fucking bad the asset is. I didn't make the asset. Okay, so there's no case of me making a problem up. I'm addressing the problem head on. There's no case of me being like Kamguyza and making these assets up. I'm not creating a ghost to then defeat it. I'm finding these assets and I'm getting them systematically banned. And I did. Everyone doesn't bring up that I got the tag R63 banned along with Milkdead. No one brings it up now. They selectively cut that out. There is a massive difference between what I did there and what Kamguyza did. And you know that. You know there's a difference. You're just bringing up a fucking thumbnail, and the thumbnail is an asset which was allowed onto the platform that I'm criticizing.
I mean, it was,
and regardless as well.
Answered in your video.
First of all, there's nothing explicit shown in those videos under any circumstances.
Was anything explicitly shown in Kamguyza's videos? Because
but the difference is he's simulating Roblox sex when a guy gets dragged in and you can hear sex sounds going on in the house. And then you've got porn addicted children who then come into his Discord server. and
You
then
go
he
near the
shows little bum
person.
bums.
If I may step
you mean
in.
I censor everything with mosaic blurs and black boxes, and you don't see anything?
If I
Yes.
may step in with the whole like whose video is showing anything sexual. Okay, here's the deal, right? So there's the obvious, you see it, it's like boobies, all that shit, right? None of the videos show that. But then there's another, which is the implied, right? So Kamguyza had a long list of shorts where he would femboy the other animators and shit and make them do dances, and the caption would sometimes say $20 is $20, which is a reference to saying like I wouldn't have sex, but $20 is $20. All that shit, right? So it's not like he's showing dicks flying all over the screen and whatnot, but the implication is there that it is sexual because he's gender bending other animator avatars, and some guys like Damien, for example, was a minor when that happened. That's not cool, right? You're sexualizing a avatar that is owned by a minor. So right, so the thing about this is the intention. Parlo is trying to inform the audience here about the whole thing, right? He's trying to spread the message saying this person's a weirdo, throw bricks at them now. And then you have another end where they're doing freaky stuff, but the intention is because they're horny and it's not because they're trying to educate people, right? There's a difference between like educational and just being downright horny.
Yeah,
right?
I'm making those videos to shit on Roblox.
Right. That's even a thing on YouTube's thing as well. Like you could show certain things under an educational and documentary purpose, right? That's allowed. And I'm sure, some schools would have videos on that. Like when they, there's some schools that go through like the sex ed and shit, right? Because they have to do that. It's educational. It's not because there's not a class in school that just introduces you to Pornhub, right? That's not happening, right? There's classes that teach you about certain body parts, but it's under educational. That's the same thing here. Under the same context, is educational. What Kamguyza is doing is because he's a horn dog on Maine who's beating his shit to Rule 34 on Roblox.
Exactly.
Right?
And then everyone, and then he's got his whole like defense squad of just people who will play down his actions and then claim, oh, it's jokes, oh, it's dark humor. It's just
Then you have the so-called free thinkers back up.
Wait, defending Parlo, we're going against. Wait, what? Like the whole of Pete's personality is like being a contradictarian. There was another guy who was trying to transgress the boundaries and call out the Roblox commentary channels. So his first move was to actually make a defense video, an unironic defense video for Kufi, and then he made one for Potemer, then he made one for Kaneko Kitten. So there's these people who want to try and get like attention, and in order to get that attention, you want to go against like the big guys and have like a different opinion, and then everyone's going to be like, holy shit, yeah, you're a free thinker and stuff. But then it just translates into having, how should I say this in a very family friendly, just retarded content like Kamguyza's can be forgiven for this shit, or Parlo being immature for 2 hours, and it's like you're quoting me saying like for me to tell I told someone to like go fuck themselves and stuff, and I called them an ignorant cunt. Well, yes, because they are. The guy I was arguing with had child porn. The guy who I was arguing with had files upon files of child porn. Me and Gwamgo were in a call arguing with them.
I feel like
it was a PGHL Films fan, and PGHL Films is a predator.
Talking about.
I didn't realize I was muted. Who are you talking about right now, Parlo?
And then there was another one here, and it was us arguing with Looped Q as well. Oh, very interesting. And Looped Q was like a fucking retard as well. He even acknowledged how stupid he was. He left the internet for the second time again. It's like
he's gone again.
Like I don't know why you keep and by judging by what you say, you're obviously in a defeatist mentality. So I don't know why you keep your videos like calling me a gaslighter up when you know that Potemer quite literally admitted to doing this shit 8 to 9 times now, and it's gotten to the point where his own mother can't even argue that her son didn't do it. His mother's now just arguing that it wasn't illegal. I can't believe you've reached a point where you saw the mother's comment where she said that we're quote unquote conflating laws, and you didn't see that as a red flag. She didn't, in that entire comment, she didn't straight up say that it didn't happen. She instead just said, well, Parlo is a pedophile as well because XD Gamer's friend did this. She just deflected. All she did in that comment was dox my name, deflect, and make up some fucking random bullshit. And how did you not get a red flag from
proof that was Potemer's mom?
No.
Shamrock is Potemer's mom.
I'll comment on this. Seeing as she knows the exact time length and everything they talked about in an unreleased video, we are quite sure that is Potemer's mom. I wrote an essay in response to her citing every single law she's violated.
Essay.
An essay.
Oh
When I say
my
an essay,
God.
I mean it is almost 2 pages.
If you're just working on assumptions here.
Wait, this doesn't make sense.
Wait a minute.
If you're arguing that it's not his mother, why did you make a pinned comment like why did you literally note reference her as Potemer's mother beforehand? Doesn't make sense.
I never did to that commenter. I just saw like a big block of text, right? And then I pinned
Probably
it.
me. That was probably her, and then that was probably me.
Wait,
responding.
so you pinned a comment you didn't read. That's very hard to believe.
I ain't reading all
It
that.
looked like someone had something to say. It was a very big like pile of text.
No, you definitely read what she said. Especially when your channel's made to like shit on me and Gwamgo's reputation to then therefore make the people we call out look like underdogs and they're the victims and all of this. So it would absolutely make sense for you to pin this comment if this wicked whore is trying to accuse me of being a pedophile. This disgusting wicked witch, vile whore, this fucking disgusting pole dancing slut is calling me a fucking pedophile.
Buddy.
Are you?
Buddy, this is being recorded. Chill out.
If I can ask, when are you gonna release the interview that you had, like the full interview that you had with Potemer's mom? Because you haven't. Kind of just.
I don't have it. I don't have it. I'm not withholding it.
Gwamgo has it. He said he would release it, but apparently it's quote unquote because of a police investigation. I do not believe.
There's probably a police investigation going on, seeing as Potemer violated multiple laws, which would actually make him a sex offender. His mother and Yellow's mother would both be charged with child neglect and go to prison for it by allowing him to rape a minor. Even if he was a minor, he raped her. She is, by both laws in Texas and Florida, he violated the Romeo and Juliet laws in which he would be registered as a sex offender for the rest of his life. He committed a felony, a first or second degree felony. I don't remember the exact ones. It's been a while since I looked up, but it's a felony. And that's the harsh reality of it.
Why'd you white knight him so much? That's my question. Why'd you defend him and white knight him so much?
You're saying that so yes. If the allegations are true, are true.
He admitted to it.
He admitted. He
literally heard him. Tell it.
He says that Yellow is
wait. Let Trav. Trav was close. Trav was really close to Potemer. Okay,
I had first contact with him when it all went down, because I saw Alaskan Reality's video made on it, and I was like, the tick. What?
Oh God!
Who do you think's behind that?
Hell no!
I know.
Alaskan Reality, we love it.
I love Alaskan Reality. I had so much fun.
Okay, continue.
Okay, we got off topic. Yeah.
So I saw his video made on it, and then I knew it because it was already blowing up. People were already talking about it, so I was like, "Well, I don't want the MFD ticket system already get flooded as it already is with the same thing." So I made an announcement saying, please don't make tickets about Potemer. We already know the situation, so it's just going to get ignored. And then I got a DM from Potemer when he wanted to talk about it with me, and then he added me to the GC with the victim. We'll put in quotations here. That's when they first talked to me about it. But the thing was that they were kind of trying to manipulate it, because they obviously knew the shit they were getting into. So I went in saying it was 12 and 16. And then they were talking to me, they showed their ages, and then I came out saying it was 14 and 16. That was the mistake. And then and then what was it? And then you made a few videos on it, Parlo, and then they started changing the subject or changing the stories, and I was like, okay, bro,